Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, it's time to continue playing some more Asphalt 9 on Nintendo Switch, and today I'm gonna be doing another 1v1. What is it this time? Well, I mean, you can see it already on the title. It's Aspark Owl time. Oh yeah, baby. Now, I'm recording this during the first half of the British Tour season. I don't know when this video is coming out, you know how this works. Sometimes they come out a long time after I record it, but anyway, I wanted to show these races. Now, our choice here is between an Aspark Owl that is mostly top speed focused. You can see that the top speed of 413 versus this other one which has lower top speed but has a slightly better everything else, a slightly better acceleration, a slightly better handling, and a slightly better nitro. While I would normally like to go for the higher speed because 4 kilometers an hour can make quite a bit of a difference, I'm actually going more for the acceleration because I think that's what is going to matter for this car. The rest of the stats are not that different, so I'm going to bet on this one, and you know how it works. Hopefully we win 12 races and we get a whole bunch of credits from it. So let's look for our first opponent and begin the races. Wow, that started so suddenly. This one goes for you, Abhinav. Abhinav loves this car, has tried to convince me to upgrade this car in Asphalt 8, and I haven't, but at least I get to drive it here in Asphalt 9. And actually, I do believe that this is a really good car in this game. In fact, I believe that it is for now, or at least it was, or will be, I don't know, in the elite 5 cars of Class S in this game for a while, because it's a really good car. Now, as I've said a bunch of times, I am not really all that experienced with Class S cars in this game because they're so difficult to get, and you know, the game is such a pay-to-win nightmare that, well, it's kind of difficult. Oh, he left the track. Well, that's gonna leave us with a very easy first W. So I really don't have a ton of experience with Class S, but the more I've played, the more I have learned to see a little bit the differences between the super light Class S cars, the super fast ones, the heavier but maybe even more, what would you say, stable ones. I don't know, it's interesting. So I guess we're gonna use this as a way to learn what the Aspark Owl can do, and that is gonna be our first W. Beautiful. Now, the only problem with this game mode is that you're gonna change the color of the car. You have zero power over the customization, and you know, that makes it so that every car looks the same, and man, I wish I could drive this in a different color just for the sake of making it look more interesting. Alright, as expected, the first couple races are gonna be easy because, you know, it's a 1v1 tournament type of deal. So at first you're gonna be racing against everybody who's doing their first races, so there hasn't been any, let's say, combing through the opponent. It's later on, I would say in the second half, when you start really encountering the more difficult opponents. And even then, sometimes I have seen that there's a bunch of people who like farming this thing because honestly, it's a decent amount of credits that you can get with not too much effort, especially if you're not aiming for the 12 Ws. You can get some credits even if you end up losing the races. So I have seen people kind of farming it, not really trying all that hard, or maybe the super skilled people are not very interested in this mode. I have no idea, but overall I have had some decent luck playing this game mode. You know, I've made several videos on this whole thing, and the fact that, you know, it's limited to cars that the game allows you to use makes it so that there's variety. Every 1v1 that I've done has been with different cars, and I appreciate it. Alright, there we go, second W. Beautiful. Just imagine if this mode was you had the power to select which car you want to use. Well, then, you know, it would be always people using their best car, and that's it. However, since the game is like, no, you can only use this particular car, we give you a free try with the car, and actually you have to choose which version of the car. I think that's pretty cool. That makes it so that the competition is possibly the most, oh Jesus, stop spinning. Oh, no. We're okay. It makes it the most fair competition, I would say. You can spend some tokens, because you know how I show you at the start, that it gives you 2 options of cars. It has that option where you can pay, I don't know how many tokens, for the game to show you more options. Now, I've never done it because you know that I don't like spending tokens on anything that isn't Lambos, I should say. So why would I waste tokens on trying to find another version of the car? Now, I don't know if by selecting that option, does it give you more interesting variations of the car? Is it fully random? Is there any chance that the extra options are actually stronger than the previously shown? I have no idea how that works. And honestly, I'm just not willing to pay tokens to try to find out, so I'm okay. And that's gonna be the third W for this one. Lovely. Lovely. Now, I would be more happy if this car actually vroomed, but hey, it's fine. Oh boy. I'm telling you, it's kind of weird because there's no loading into the map screen like there usually is for any other mode. So it's kind of difficult to know when the game just found your opponent and when it's actually loading the map. And that is why when I resume recording is a little bit rushed. It's like, oh, we're going into the race already, Jesus. But I do this to save you, to spare you the waiting time on the loading screens. And I think it makes it a bit more dynamic, so it's all good. But yeah, this car overall, it's a very cool looking car. It's a Japanese car. And it looks super sleek and all of that, but it's electric, so I don't like it. But even then, I still can accept some electric cars. I don't like the fact that they don't vroom. And in case you haven't noticed, the channel is called DBT's Vroom, so I kinda have a little bit of a predilection for them vroomy vrooms. But even then, there's some cars that don't vroom and I still like them. For example, the Lambo Terzo Millennio. But this car could have looked so much better, so much better. And I say that because when this car was originally unveiled, if you look for photos of its unveiling, it had a big wing at the back, and it looks so dope with it. So dope. All right, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be the fourth win. Fantastic. Oh, Jesus, another one that started suddenly. Now, before you tell me, but DBT, this car does have a wing. Didn't you notice that the little thing comes out? Well, the big thing, because it's really big. Yeah, I know, but that's not what I'm talking about. The wing that I'm talking about in the unveiling, it's an actual racing style wing, you know, big old wing, black. Oh, it's beautiful. And I wish this car still had it. Or that you could at least customize the car to have it, you know? Oh, no, what was that? Oh, it just bounced wrong. What that? Ah, Jesus. All right, we got our work cut out for us. Now, the guy was pretty far behind, so I want to believe that he's not driving amazingly, so we may just have an opportunity to come back from this. But you saw that. That wasn't my fault. That didn't even land weirdly. The car just decided to bounce weird and wreck. Oh, he went for the slightly... Well, he didn't go for the jump, so that gives me an opportunity to build a bunch of speed. With the air time. No, this seems very difficult for me to come back from. You would need to wreck somewhere up there. Oh man, that is the most annoying thing when you wreck but it wasn't even your fault. Look, if I made a mistake and I wrecked because of it, well, that's fine. It was my issue, right? But when the game just messes you up and decides like, no, car's gonna bounce weird for no good reason, come on, that's utter bull. I'm just saying, I don't deserve that L. Jesus Christ. Now, if you've watched the series precisely on the 1v1s that I've done, you may be aware that indeed Himalayas is the map where I do the worst for some reason. But honestly, I still don't, to this day, I don't know which is the best route on that map. But overall, I just seem to have some really cursed luck when I'm playing in that map, just as the last one showed. That L was absolutely BS, man, I tell you. It's fine, we can recover. The key here is not to get flustered, just keep your focus, and live with the fact that you can only mess up once more before you lose the entire thing. So let's stay focused. Oh, okay, that guy wrecked. That's good news for me. I'm ahead. I'll get more ahead. Okay, a little bit of slowdowns. And by the way, if you notice some textures popping in and out of existence, that's normal. For some reason, the last update on the Switch version of this game has this issue with the graphics where some texture, some stuff in the world suddenly pops in and out. So I don't know what's the deal about it, but it's fine. You learn to live with it. But okay, there we go. We got it should be the sixth one, but it's fine. Oh my god, I tell you, this thing just starts so suddenly. It's fine. It's okay. See, any of these tracks I do all right at. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm a pro or anything like that, but I do okay. It's that Himalayas track that I absolutely hate. Now, just earlier I was saying about how some cars in Class S, well, I suppose in any class, but I think it's more noticeable in Class S, that there's some cars that feel really light, some cars that feel really heavy. This is one of those light ones. And I would believe that the lighter cars are precisely the ones that tend to be the most unstable. So maybe there's indeed a little bit of physics issues in this game. Just a little bit. I mean, I have no basis to say that, right? We have never seen cars doing absolutely nonsensical things in this game. Never once. Never. And alright. Look at that. Look at that. Number 6. It's in the bag. Okay, third race in a row in this same one. Cool. Now, I was just thinking that I think this mode would be a bit more impactful to understand the tournament setting if it somehow showed you some sort of bracket. And they could absolutely do that. I understand that because you have, 3 tries, maybe even more if you pay tokens for it. I think you can pay tokens for it. I'm not sure how it works. Oh my, what's the matter with this car? Jesus Christ. What was that? Oh my! If I lose this entire tournament because of the physics issue, I'll be happy that I don't own this car. Jesus Christ! That was the most vanilla landing ever and it wrecked. What is happening? And this guy seems to know what he's doing, so I don't think I'll catch up to him. Man, what an utter bunch of bull crap. That legit annoys me. Like I said, when you lose because you messed up, because you took a bad jump, you did something wrong, fine, it's your fault. But when it's the game that just straight up you in the ass, I mean, really? Really? All right, that's 2 L's. We're at risk of full elimination. Now, what? Jesus Christ, how many times am I gonna do this exact same track in a row? Now, we have seen several wrecks through these little tournaments of other people, and I'm starting to wonder if it's maybe also random wrecks, because man, twice to get those random annoying wrecks, I think that's more than enough to realize that this car has some issues. It was right here where I wrecked, right? And this time I didn't. Beautiful. What did I do different? I'm gonna have to rewatch that and see if I did something to wreck, but honestly, at that point when you have to look at, oh, in which precise spot did you land to prevent the car from bouncing up and wrecking, that's not a legitimate, doable situation. It's not something about skill. It's not like, oh, you didn't know how to land. It's more about the car just doing absolute nonsensical random garbage. Yeah, I'm upset. What can I say? I don't like when the game does it. See, I was just joking earlier that we have never seen the game doing anything weird. Now we do. And we lose races because of it. Imagine if this was a Grand Prix and your attempt got messed up because of that. Man, it's a little infuriating. Oh boy, we're going into Himalayas. See, this is what I'm saying. Well, this does say loading race. But yeah, it's very sudden when you're here and suddenly, pop, it sends you straight into the race. Like sometimes you don't get that little half second that I got a versus. Sometimes it just loads in and the countdown is already going on. But anyway, we're back in Himalaya, so this is the make it or break it. Now, at this point, now I'm just straight up afraid of this track, you know? To begin with, I always have bad luck in this track. I'm gonna take this route, which is what I believe it to be the longest, but I've seen people do really well in this, so I don't... Oh my god, with this... We're fine. We're fine. Don't get flustered, DBT. You can do it. Focus. This time, sometimes I really fly through these 12 races. Oh, Jesus. It didn't drift enough for me to take that jump. Sometimes I flew through these 12 races and it's like, oh, 12 W's, easy. And sometimes it puts me against the ropes just like this. Come on, don't bounce weird. Would it be better if I start drifting by the time I'm landing? Does that make it any better, or is that actually worse? I don't even know. At this point, I have to go by feel and hope for the best. We got another W, so that makes it the 8th, which should really be the 10th, but okay. Whatevs, man, whatevs. It's fine. Yep, it's the 8th. Okay, Osaka time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start continuing the recording while I'm on that screen, because otherwise it gets a little annoying trying to resume the recording in time when the countdown happens. But anyway, let's see what we can do over here. I'm telling you, overall, I feel like I can do all right in just about any of the tracks for this 1v1s, except on Himalayas. Himalayas is my curse track. I gotta be careful a little. You know what? Never mind the wall hogging. I'm gonna be a little bit careful with that wall hogging because I don't know if the car is, what's the word? Unstable. I am afraid that trying to do some wall hogs, it's just gonna climb it, and that's gonna be the end of my race. I mean, this car in Asphalt 8, I have been told that it's a massive wall climber, but it doesn't seem... Oh, wait a second, he's catching up. He's catching up. Hold up. Gotta focus. Gotta focus. This guy is actually challenging me. Got the shockwave going for that jump. Save a little bit of nitro. Perfect nitro through this area. Oh, he wrecked. He wrecked. Okay. No, no, no. Don't do... Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't panic, people. I got it under control. Jesus. We're fine. We're okay. Oh boy. Starting to get a little sweaty over here. 9. Himalayas again. Oh boy. We're fine, fine. Don't lose your confidence, DBT. You can do this. You got this. Focus. Control yourself. Remember that your car's slower, but it accelerates a little better. So, for whatever that's worth. Gonna go for the low jump over here. Gonna take them speed C's. Save the shockwave for this jump. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Oh god. Oh god, that was so dangerous. I hate that jump. It's very angled. That part is weirdly banked, and it has happened to me where you completely mess it up. Okay. Oh, try to hug it. Try to hug it. Nice. Go for the jump. Yeah, this is a jump that I have missed several times because the drift on this thing isn't amazing. So, gotta be very, very intentional on trying to take that jump I did. Okay, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. We're still against the ropes, but maybe when we're in this position is when we perform the best, huh? We'll see. Okay, Osaka this time. This could be good for me. We're 2 races away, people. 2 races away from winning this thing. You want to nail that first jump. Go for this nitro. Oh boy, he touched me a little bit and messed up the place where I wanted to do perfect nitro, but we're okay. Again, I'm gonna avoid the wall hogging over here for a little bit, and instead save my nitro for the drop. All right, he's not too far behind, so any big mess up, more like any medium mess up, probably is enough for him to catch up to me. So, and I hate this section. I hate it with all my heart. So many turns over here. You lose so much speed. Gonna save the shockwave for this jump. Save nitro again. See what I'm saying with the landings? But this car just bounces up so weird. I mean, it's a thing that cars in this game feel like they're filled with helium, you know? They're full with helium? Filled with helium? I don't know how to say it. But... Okay, there we go. Jesus. Woo! Alright. This is it. This is it. Next up is the make it or break it. Last race, last chance. Alright, and we are gonna do it in Shanghai against a compatriot. Apparently, this person had the Mexican flag, so I don't know. Is he from Mexico or is he just on a Mexican club? I have no idea, but... Right. Oh, no, 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 I touched the wall. I touched the wall. Didn't want to touch that wall. Come on, come on. Let's keep the speed. Give me a shockwave. Woo. Took a bit of a leap, but I need to stay focused. Oh, he slowed down a lot. What happened there? He slowed down a lot. Oh, this might just be mine. Yeah. I don't know. He was so in par with me, but something happened and he slowed down a ton. Now let's not get super cocky because next up is a big jump that could mess me up. Focus, focus, DBT, focus. This is it, the last jump. Oh God, Jesus! That's exactly what I wanted to avoid. That little ramp can be super annoying if your car doesn't drift well to do that jump. But there we go, we've done it. Well played, Mr. Unix GT. But oh Jesus, he was 10 seconds slower. Okay, well, something happened to him, but it was good for a while. And with that, we have our 12 wins, 2 defeats, but it doesn't matter. We never gave up, and thanks to that, we get 250,000 credits, which is really not that much, but it's a reward. And with that, we have done successfully our 1v1 tournament with the Aspark cow. This one was for you, Abhinav. But that's gonna do it for this video. You know what to do. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and all that good stuff. Why don't you check these videos that YouTube is very convinced that you will like. They're both mine. They're about cars, so they're probably good. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.